Yes, you look beautiful. Don't worry. The lighting is to
Thank
quote
you. And
Madonna.
also, like,
To quote Madonna in
it's a
Truth or Dare.
Madonna.
Don't worry, the light's good here.
Do something else in my eyebrows. And also, like, the background, because in my building there's like a cleaning thing going on in the courtyard. Does that? Do you hear anything from that?
No,
No, perfect, good. There's some little kid
no, all
running
good.
around screaming. Good, good.
All right. Well, it's 10 a.m. So I
Yeah.
know I had just literally sent a message on our Instagram being like, hey, we're going live. So
Mm.
if people are tuning in, then they're tuning in. If not, they'll come back
Yeah.
after the live stream. Uh, hey everybody, you're listening to MLVC, the Madonna podcast, your place for all things Madonna Louise, Veronica Ciccone. My name is Stefan, and today on the show we have Adrian, who attended the first show, the celebration tour in Stockholm last night. Welcome, Adrian.
Thank you, Stefan. Thank you for having me. So
Uh,
exciting.
so we opted to do, this is a different, I normally do the reactions immediately after the show, but I'm visiting friends and not at home. So I was like, let's do it the next day. So that way you can enjoy your sleep and I can enjoy a night out. And uh,
Exactly. But it's
so
very hard to go to bed after being at a Madonna show. I mean, it was like a full-on club setting. We can get into it, but yeah, it's not a show that you go to bed afterwards for,
yeah,
especially
I'm
not
sure
on a
you're
Sunday
sort of
night.
like up, you know. So
Definitely, yeah.
tell listeners, what were your overall thoughts of Madonna in Stockholm?
Okay, so first and foremost, like, this was my absolute first Madonna show ever. Like, I'm a huge fan.
Ever.
Ever. I've
Wow.
never been at a Madonna show. I've watched her like religiously on YouTube, like on the Confessions, the Stick and Sweet tour. Like, I love those tours, and especially like seeing them on YouTube and like the full scope of it all. But
Sure.
I've never experienced it myself. So I
Well,
I
let me
kind of
ask you,
had
why is that you've never seen Madonna?
well, I actually started listening a lot to her 2018, which she had her Rebel Heart tour 2015 here in Stockholm actually. But she had Madam X tour and it was a bit expensive. I wasn't
Yeah.
really a fan of the album either, so I didn't. And also, she didn't have a stop in Stockholm
Hmm.
for the theater show. So yeah, it just didn't happen. But yeah, when I heard that she was gonna have a celebrations tour
You
celebrating
gotta
her
go.
4 decades in the industry. I mean, come on, just that you have to go. But I didn't. I had a couple of expectations, of course.
Sure.
Basically, because I've seen these massive shows on YouTube. Um, but I'm still speechless, kind of, about last night.
So
It
what was
was
your
so good.
overall thought as like where were your seats?
Okay, so my seat was at the first tier,
Uh,
like right next to the. I mean, the stadium is huge. I mean, I've
it
seen
was
posts
enormous.
on YouTube.
I
It
saw
was so
the
big.
pictures of it. I'm like,
Yeah.
this looks like it's an outdoor arena.
Yeah. So it's actually a football stadium.
That
So
makes
I
sense.
think, and I talked to the cab driver who drove us there because they have like information about the different events, and he said that they had the information. It was 40,000 people in
Wow.
the arena, and she is actually the one who holds the record at that arena from Rebel Heart Tour, with 41,000, and she still holds it. It's quite cool. But
Wow.
yeah, I had great seats. But as you saw on the footage, it's such a massive arena.
Yeah.
But luckily, there's a lot of cameras, and you can see the projectors and the screens. It's really good. But yeah, it
But you got to
was
see
fabulous.
everything. I mean, I think from where you were sitting, you had a perfect vantage of the
Yeah,
stage
yeah,
and
definitely. And I really enjoyed that she spent a lot of time like on the outer end of the catwalk, which is really good. And I had a lot of friends who were actually right, because I don't think they had the pits. I think they only
it
had
was just
one big.
one huge
Yeah,
floor.
yeah. But I had a couple of friends who were right at the catwalk, and it was fabulous.
Do they give early entrance to the people on the floor, or is the
I
stadium early
believe so.
entrance at all?
Yeah. So I think my partner's ex was actually at the show at 3 p.m.
Uh,
And was there queuing, just so that he could like be up close,
Up front, yeah.
and like, yeah, up front, and like had the best seats. But
What
yeah,
time did Lady Madonna show up last night? When did she go on?
She went on at around 9:45. Yeah.
Okay.
So the
A
show ended
respectable
like
Saturday. It was a
quarter.
Saturday
Yeah.
night.
Yeah. I mean, it was a Saturday night. People were out and people were lit, and like it was awesome. But she didn't end the show until after 12.
Okay.
So it's you just go from there directly to the afters or the clubs. So
Did
it's
you go
not
out
that
last
bad.
night?
No, I was with a couple of friends. We went back to our place because we actually had a Madonna pre-drinks at our place.
Oh, okay.
So because we were a group of like 10 people attending,
Oh, nice.
and we were sitting like quite close by to each other, so it was nice to like kind of together get to the venue.
Sure.
So yeah, it
Oh,
was
that's
it was
fine.
awesome. So
Were there any Madonna parties in Stockholm last night?
there was actually one that I heard about, like around the arena, like the stadium, the area where the stadiums are. There's two stadiums, one called Avicii Arena, and then Tele2, which is like the big one that they built a couple of years ago. But there were a couple of pre-parties at that area. But there was also one on Friday, I heard, at a club. And also there was a after party at a
Sure.
gay club, which is underneath the arena.
Oh,
I didn't
fun.
attend, yeah, but I had a couple of friends who were there, and it was so good. The vibe was really good. Like everyone was ecstatic, and I do believe like the overall impression of the concert is super positive. I read a
Mhm.
couple of reviews from Swedish press, and it was raving reviews, really
Mhm.
good. And I think Swedes are a bit on the fence about Madonna, especially like after the Eurovision incident that happened a couple of years ago. I mean, it wasn't a good PR after that.
Yeah.
And I know that Stockholm is the only city where she doesn't have 2 nights. So the selling tickets had been a bit of an issue. I think they were still kind of pushing sales this week. So it wasn't a sold out show, I think. But I mean, as you saw in the
I
pictures,
was gonna say it looked
it,
really crowded to me last
it,
night.
it was really crowded. It was really crowded. And I think Ricardo, her photographer, like posted something about that it was a sold out show, but I'm a bit unsure. But yeah. But it
Did
was
you
amazing nonetheless.
did what was the crowd response when she was out? Was it like were people cheering and going crazy and
I believe so. Like Swedes are known for being very reserved. Like we can enjoy a show, but we're usually sitting down enjoying like the full, especially because it's such a massive production
yeah.
that you kind of want to sit back and enjoy. But I think that there was a lot of people standing up dancing. I mean I stood up from like the very first when she started with Nothing Really Matters. It was amazing, and yeah, I think everyone was just having the time of their lives.
Were you filled with the positive energy that was emanating from Madonna?
Yeah, definitely. And also like just the energy from the crowd. Like that was also I was just like so ecstatic that people were enjoying her as much as I enjoy her. So it was yeah, it was amazing. Really fun.
What was your favorite? Had you seen any spoilers leading up to?
I had tried not to, but of course, like being on Instagram every day,
It's
it's
impossible.
impossible. Yeah.
Impossible.
But
Like
I ha-
even if
I
I wanted to, I would have the only way I would have been able to avoid spoilers is if I like deleted Instagram.
I know, and I'm not ready to do that yet, just yet. But I didn't check the set list, the full set list until the night before.
Okay.
Me and my partner were like sitting up and listening to Madonna songs, and we kind of just yeah got in the mood and felt like we have to check the set list.
Yeah.
Especially because it's a celebration tour. You want to know like if your
What's
favorite picks
coming?
are going to be
Sure.
included. Yeah. But I had seen that she opened the show with Nothing Fails, Nothing Really Matters, sorry. And I had seen snippets of Don't Tell Me, I think.
Mhm.
But yeah, I didn't really, I wasn't prepared of
So it was
the
slightly
massive.
surprising.
It was a lot surprising, and especially like the beginning, I didn't really understand that she was gonna be telling her like life story through the set list, which is such a good thing that she did.
Yeah.
And of course, it kind of like includes her biography
Right.
in a way, and it's also a bit theatrical. Like in the beginning of the show, when she's having this, it's kind of like based on her club kid era
Mhm.
before she became famous. Maybe you've seen that, but yeah, it was telling the story in a really clever way.
Yeah, it's
Really,
basically
really
like
beautiful.
Madonna's Broadway musical in
Yeah,
stadiums, you know,
definitely, definitely.
starring
And
Madonna.
exactly, it's all about Madonna all the
All,
time.
all Madonna all the time.
I
What
love
was one
that.
of your, did you have some favorite parts? Were there some favorite moments that you were like, oh my God, this is beautiful, or oh, I love
Mm.
this, or thank you, Madonna?
I mean, it was all the time. I had those moments like all the time. But like there was one section of the show, which is when she plays erotica. She comes
Mm.
out, and I think it's kind of playing on Sticky and
The
Sweet
boxing.
with the boxing, and she had the exact same kind of like style with the boxer jacket that she had like in the photo shoot for Sticky and Sweet, like
Yeah.
backdrops. When she had that a little fringe or what it was called. But yeah, that entire section was so beautiful. Like she started with erotica, it went into like hung up. I didn't mind the Tokisha version. Like it was kind
Yeah.
of fun. It was a little cute. But then like she did the real hung up.
Mhm.
And she kind of like played a lot with confessions,
Yeah.
the confessions tour, like being on the floor with the dancers and like just like that slower vibe of the part of the song. It was beautiful. And of course, Bad Girl. I mean, that's one of the biggest moments of the show when I'm like, wow, I can't believe that she's like performing this song.
Yeah.
After that, she's only done it like I think once or something like that. I mean, you have it. I haven't seen
On
it.
Saturday Night Live. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it was incredible, and Mercy was so good on the piano.
Yeah, I saw
Really,
that
really good.
Rocco was
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't, what are they calling that part, the like
I mean, not
The
an
Vogue
unapologetic.
chair,
Yeah, the Vogue bitch, I guess.
the Vogue chair bitch or something. Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it was really cute to see him. It was kind of like it felt like a full circle moment because he used to be like I know that he's been part of the shows previously, like on MDNA,
Oh my God,
and
he was so tiny on MDNA. It's so
he
funny to
he
see
was so
him.
he was so small. Yeah, so it was really cute and like seeing that mother-daughter moment between them, and like also
The mother
Esther
son,
when she was
mother son.
voguing. Mother, sorry, what did I say? Yeah, well, mother, son. And it was, yeah, it was so good. It was so good. Yeah.
um, what else was I going to ask you? What did you think of her costumes and her looks? Like, did you, because you hadn't seen too many, but did you have a favorite
No.
look?
Well, I did like the red velvet.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Like the
The little
negligee? No.
nightgown she had
Yeah,
on.
nightgown. Yeah, something like that. That was really nice. I mean, her arms looked incredible. I must say,
Hmm.
like overall, she looked fantastic. All the looks were good. Um, I'm not really sure what I thought about the Versace uh, outfit for Ray of Light. It was very futuristic. It was cool, but that was if I would select one outfit, it would be that one that she could
Hmm.
have changed up,
Oh,
done
interesting.
something
I
different.
see. I
Yeah,
kind of like
yeah.
that it's sort of like a bodysuit. It's very
Mm,
futuristic, like future Madonna. I love that she does
yeah,
bedtime story in that look, and I love
yeah.
that she got the long, flowy
I
hair
love
like
the
she
hair.
did
The hair was
at
great.
the
Yeah.
Brit Awards when she performed bedtime story. So I love that there's
Mm,
all these
mm.
callbacks
Oh my
that she's
God. Yeah.
doing.
There's so many Easter eggs like across the show, like all the time. But there's one Easter egg that I'm really like, I haven't Googled it, so I'm not really sure like what's it about. But there's several parts of the show where there's like a clown in the picture. I know
Uh-huh.
that clowns have been brought up like in other shows, like the Tears of a Clown, and then I think there's a couple of music videos where there's been clowns, but I'm a bit unsure about that Easter egg. But it's gonna be, I have to Google it. It would be interesting to know what it's about,
Yeah.
because I think it was. I'm not really sure what part of what song she was performing,
Well,
but
that was
there
Bob,
was.
right? Bob was the like he's like a
Yeah,
rodeo clown.
yeah. I guess that was him. I didn't really pay too much attention on like the face. I know that he just came out like from the corner of the show with a balloon, which was kind of strange because I felt like the song that she was performing. I'm not really sure which one it was. I
Oh,
don't want to say
so
"Live to Tell,"
no, it
but
was.
it
So
was one of the. Was
I
it?
will tell you that was so Bob is holding a balloon during the live to tell moment. And the reason why he's holding a single balloon is, and I believe I read this on the AIDS Memorial
Right. Yeah.
Instagram, which everyone should check out. There's
Yeah.
posting beautiful tributes of people who have passed away from AIDS over the years,
Yeah.
and family members or friends are writing the tributes, and they're absolutely
Yeah.
devastatingly beautiful. Bob holds a balloon that apparently an artist who had passed away from AIDS, he had, when he was dying, he painted a picture of a group of 6 balloons. 5 of the balloons were together, and one solo balloon was apart. And it was meant to represent he was the single balloon, and his friends were the 5 balloons. And because he was dying and his friends were not, that's why it's separated. And Bob is holding the single balloon to pay homage to that artist. And I believe if you're at the right vantage point in the stadium, Bob freezes with the balloon right in front of the picture on one of the screens with the guy who had done the artwork for that originally. So yeah, there's so many hidden moments that people are never going to get unless they're like rabid Madonna fans, such as ourselves, doing research and like looking, trying to understand. And but the show is so layered on so many different, like you can go and enjoy. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, but I assume you can go and enjoy it just as a pop concert. That it's, it's Madonna, it's good music, and you'll have fun. But then if you dissect it and look at certain things, you can appreciate it on so many different levels, which I think is brilliant.
There's so much for like everyone in that show. Like, I mean, there's classics, like everyone loves the classics, but then there's like for the diehard fans, like the Easter eggs and something that everyone can like relate to and reference to, like part of her career that they really admired. It's cool. But also that section of the show, like Live to Tell, with all of the images of the people who had died, passed away in AIDS, and her close friends that like she started with, like in the show. It was so beautiful. The song fit perfectly. There was also snippets, I think, of In This Life in the beginning of the performance. So beautiful. And that section has gotten so good acclaim, like a lot of rave reviews for that section. I think Elton John posted about it, which was very fun.
So. I was I don't know if we're all ready to let Elton John have forgiveness. He slagged her off for 20 some years, and it's like all of a sudden now he wants to. I mean, good for them if they want to, bury the hatchet. Question for you. So during one of she talks, I think there's like a speech moment before she launches in on playing guitar. What did she talk about last night?
Well, that I thought that was so good as well. Like that, because she's not really used to talking to the audiences when she's on tour, like in this way, because it's so many, like it's so much choreography. Like it's not really allows you to talk that much. But she talks a lot about peace in the world. That she just wants people to be kind, care about each other. We are one. She wanted the crowd to kind of like say with her, "We are one." We are love. It was beautiful, and she had a heartfelt moment. I think there was a tear boggling up inside of her, but she seemed so happy to be there, like to be with the crowd, and she smiled so much, and I was really happy to see that.
I feel like that was the one thing we've been saying for the past couple of years is we haven't seen Madonna look happy. And I get it, if it's paparazzi photos or if it's any of the staged photo shoots that she's done, smiling isn't the thing. But we haven't really seen her perform in this way in a long time. And so it's great to be able to see her smiling again. And how is she moving? Was she like, I mean, at this point now, she must be getting the show down to science. So
I think she looked great. She moved great. I mean, she's not dancing as much as she's done in previous tours, but that's understandable. Also, of course, she had the I'm not really sure what it is called, but it's something that you have over the knee.
She's got a knee brace. She's got a
knee brace.
It's a pressure. It's not a brace per se, but it's just like it's a compression brace to sort of keep things from erratically moving.
Yeah, but I mean, it suited with the outfit. So I mean, it wasn't something that stood out. But
Yeah,
yeah, she moved great. Everything was great. Like so happy like that I got to experience this.
that's
It was so
amazing.
so cool. Yeah,
Did you get any merch last night?
I did. So
I was gonna say you're
I
not wearing
actually
any merch right now. I'm like,
I'm not. No,
I'm wearing old merch until I can get my new merch.
I
I'm
thought
good.
that
You got it right.
I'd show it and stuff. So yeah,
I think that's the
the
one I gotta
erotica.
get to. Yeah.
I love it. My name is Tita. I'll be your mistress tonight. But I also wanted to show what I wore yesterday. So this is my
Oh yes, finally
yeah
enough love.
yeah the pride version. I love it. It's so cool. But I really wanted to get a motherfucker tank top.
They didn't have it, did they?
They didn't have it. No, they didn't. I thought that if it was going to be sold out, there was a Drowned World tank top as well, where she's like doing like
Oh yeah.
that pose. Um, that I thought that I could get if the other tank top wasn't there, but that was also sold out. It
Wow.
looked like. So there
I
was only a couple of t-shirts, and I was a bit disappointed with the t-shirts. I mean, there could have been some cooler, like something from Confessions, maybe something from Sticky and Sweet, but
yeah.
they only had this one and two from like Blonde Ambition uh,
Yeah. They
eras.
might,
But
again,
yeah,
they're early on in the run, and who,
mm,
they might be doing sort of what Taylor Swift did, where it's like different merch at different spots. So, like, maybe in
yeah,
a couple weeks, there'll be a rollout of different merch at some of the shows. And I
yeah.
mean, you never know. Were there any Blonde Ambition jackets?
No, there weren't. There was only that new one, the red one that they
Yeah,
had.
that's,
At
I
least, I
think,
mean, there's a lot of different merch shops in the arena, and I was only at one because we wanted to get to our seats because we arrived a bit later. I'm not sure if I mentioned that, but because
you
I
were having too
knew
much fun at your Madonna pre-party. That's why.
exactly. But yeah, also outside it was because there's been a couple of terror threats in Sweden lately, so there was a lot of security outside of the venue.
Well, better
Um,
to be safe.
yeah, yeah, but it was so many people like getting in, so we got in
Oh,
a
I
bit
saw the
later.
queue. Somebody
Yeah,
posted a picture of the queue, and I was like, "Oh my God!" Like there was just this immense crowd on
yeah,
a ramp up to the venue. I was like,
yeah,
"Wow, that's
yeah,
insane."
yeah. There, I think there was only like one or two entrances open.
Hmm.
So yeah, everyone was
Forced
crowding
to
there.
funnel into the one.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, but
Um,
it was amazing, and yeah, so happy,
are
so
you
happy
so you're
about it.
not able to see her again, right? This is your one and only time.
So I've been thinking, like maybe I
Hmm.
know that there are some dates in Cologne. I think it's in like 3 weeks. That's like the only week that I would be available, like because it's work and
Yeah.
like Christmas is coming up, and during December it's so hectic. So yeah, there's a couple of dates in Cologne that would be a possibility. We'll see. I'm gonna decide it this week, but it would be
Mhm.
really cool.
I
But
mean,
then I would also want to have different types of seats, maybe like standing seats, or
I
not
was gonna
seats, but
say, I was gonna
being
say,
on the
get on the
floor.
floor. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Honestly, the I ever once I got close to Madonna in like I think Confessions was like the closest like seat, and then after that, then I was always like up against a runway, or there's just like super close. There's
mm,
and it makes all the difference, like, and if you're
yeah,
a huge Madonna fan,
yeah.
treat yourself at least once to go see her up
Mm,
close because it's amazing. You
mm.
feel like part of the
Yeah,
show.
yeah, I bet. And it was so good when she like brought out David Banda as well, and he was playing
Uh-huh.
guitar. And I'd like to like see there because they were so sweet with each other. It would be so cool to like be up close and like feel their energy for each other. You
Hmm.
can really see that she has love for all of her kids, but David Banda has a really special place in
Yeah.
her heart, I feel
Yeah.
like.
I think he loves performing.
Yeah, he does. He really does. He's yeah, they're all amazing at what they do. And they're all in art in some way, one way
Hmm.
or another, all of our kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine. And one quick question also, what was the end of the show like? So it's Bitch I'm Madonna into
Yeah.
celebration, a little bit of celebration, a little bit of
I
music.
think she cut music actually. Because thinking about the show and like looking at uh I did tried not to record that much. I wanted to like enjoy the presence
Sure.
and stuff like that. But I did record a part of the ending, and she didn't sing anything for music. So
I think it was the only thing I've seen her do is she says Madonna makes the people come
mm,
together.
yeah,
That's the only
maybe she
portion of
said that.
music.
Yeah, but yeah. I was like, if I was gonna critique something, it would be like ending of the show. I mean, she's having fun with it. Like it's "Bitch I'm
Mhm.
Madonna." It's not a great song. I don't feel like it
Not one of your
compared
favorites.
to
Not
not
one of
one of my
your
favorites.
favorites.
Not one of my favorites, of course not. And yeah, that's kind of like the anti-climax for me.
Mhm.
I really wanted to have like a more extravagant ending to the
Okay,
show.
let's coulda, woulda, shoulda. If there was
Mm.
a couple other songs that you could have taken out of the set list and plunked other songs in, what would you have wanted her to sing?
Well, remove Bitch and Madonna first and foremost, and have it with music, music.
Okay.
And what else? Maybe, I mean, I think the set list was really good overall,
Yeah.
and like I don't really like Die Another Day. I mean, it's not my favorite song, but I love the performance of that show,
Hmm.
of that song, and like the lighting, it was really cool, and like the choreography, and
Yeah.
like the dancers like showing up on different parts of the stage, like when the lights come on, and it was really cool. So yeah, overall, I'm really happy about
You're
all the
happy.
songs.
Well, that's good.
But
Hey,
music, I'd love to have music in some part of the show. Maybe end it with music. It would have
possible.
been
Yeah.
so cool. Yeah, but also express yourself. I miss express
I miss
yourself.
it. Yeah, there was, well,
Yeah,
you know me. I mean, I was pulling for Candy Shop. I still am. I'm
yeah,
just, come
yeah.
on, Madonna, throw in Candy Shop.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think there wasn't that many songs from Hard Candy,
No,
if any. I don't think that. I mean, she didn't
uh,
do 4 minutes. Not Give
no,
It To Me.
but you never know.
Um,
I
yeah, you
mean,
never know. I mean, she might
there could be
switch it
some.
up.
She might be just using the first couple weeks to get the pattern of the show down,
Yeah.
and or it might not happen until next year. Like she might do
Mm,
this until the end of
yeah.
December, and then
Yeah.
when she starts the U.S. or Mexico and the U.S., she might do something
Yeah.
different.
Yeah. And who
Also,
knows? Like when she's
I've
done with
also
the US,
heard.
maybe.
Well, so I was just going to say, I've also heard there's a rumor bubbling around that other than Glastonbury, that she
Mm?
might possibly be doing some outdoor stadium dates next
Oh,
summer.
oh, that would
That's
be
that's a
cool.
rumor. I've just
Yeah.
seen people
Yeah.
saying that it's possible she might do
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah.
the US
Have a
might
bit of a hiatus, kind of update the set
maybe
list, maybe.
retool,
Yeah.
rework
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
stadium, and then do come out with a stadium show in the summer. I'd love that.
Right.
That
Yeah.
would be
There's
amazing.
so she's only played in Stockholm twice, like for her tours. She's played like on MTV galas and stuff like that. But
Hmm.
on the West Coast in the city Gothenburg, there's this really big outdoor stadium called Ullevi, where she's played like I think for Bon Ambition, Sticky and Sweet, and
Hmm.
MDNA. But my partner was on Sticky and Sweet, and his experience with that show was that it's not a good venue to be. It wasn't a good show to have on an outdoor stadium,
Yeah.
and especially since it was raining that summer a
Oh,
lot.
sure. Well,
Yeah,
rain
so
in
so
any
that
outdoor
got
show is not going to be fun.
yeah, no, definitely. But yeah,
Uh,
that would be really exciting to
yeah.
see
Oh,
that
totally.
this show outside. Yeah,
Hmm.
would have been amazing.
Well, Adrian, I'll let you get back to Stockholm, but before you
Mm.
go, it's time for a little
Yeah.
segment we like to call the lightning round. So
Okay.
the answers to these questions are just meant to be quick off the top of your head, wherever you're at,
Mm.
your Madonna journey right now. Don't think
Okay.
too hard. Favorite Madonna
Okay.
song?
Oh, that's impossible. But my favorite right now, I guess, is "To Have and Not to Hold."
Ah, it's so
I
beautiful.
love that. Yeah,
Favorite
it's
Madonna
beautiful. I love
album?
it. Confessions.
Favorite Madonna music video?
Hmm. That's a good one. Oh, that's very tough as well. But I think "Express Yourself" is quite cool. I love the campiness of it all.
Yeah, yeah, it's epic. Favorite
Yeah.
Madonna tour?
Well, Celebration. It's the only one I've attended, but yeah,
Favorite
it
Madonna
was amazing.
movie?
Uh, well, I haven't seen that many of her movies, but I would say that Let Me Tell You a Secret
I'm going to
documentary
tell you.
together with.
You
I'm
should
going to tell you a secret.
start watching some of the movies.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I did start watching Life as We Know It, or what was that song with that movie for American Pie? Well, where she performed American Pie with
Oh,
Rupert
the
Everett.
next best thing. The next best thing.
Next best thing, right? Yeah. I actually enjoyed it. I didn't finish watching it, but I enjoyed her.
Start with her early movies. Do like
Yeah,
Desperate
yeah,
Seeking Susan, Who's That Girl, Shanghai Surprise, like all those.
definitely
Dick
will.
Tracy. You know, there's
Yeah,
got plenty.
yeah, but not that that you reviewed recently. What was that? Body of Evidence.
Oh no, you should watch
Should
Body of Evidence. Body
I
of
should
Evidence is
really.
amazing. It's amazing.
Is that so? Okay, cool.
Favorite Madonna look, and this can be from a tour, a photo shoot, a music video.
Oof, there's so many. I mean, I do love most of the looks, but I really liked the one that she had for the Ray of Light era, like that kind of like downscale,
Earth
very
Mother, yeah,
non yeah, Earth Mother, not materialistic at all.
yeah.
It's so yeah, it's a beautiful era and look. But she looks good. She looks really good now as well. I love this era where she's in, like, when you're not looking at her filtered photos on Instagram and you really see how she looks like. I mean, I love how she looks like right now. I
Oh, I
mean,
love an
it's a beautiful
unfiltered
era.
Madonna. I love
Yeah,
unfiltered.
yeah, yeah, definitely.
Well, everybody, that's our show for today. Adrian, thanks so much for coming by and giving us your impressions of the show. Tell everyone where they can find you on social.
Well, I only have an Instagram, and it's ADRNAW.
There we go. And hopefully
Yeah.
you'll post some pictures of you wearing the merch or
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Maybe if I get a good picture.
And remember, everybody, you can find us on Instagram, Twitter, and Threads. I'm going to forever say Twitter. I refuse to say X. Well, actually, maybe like Madam X. But remember, we're on those platforms at MLVC Podcast. You can also donate to the show. We're on Venmo at MLVC Podcast. And if you have not yet subscribed to our YouTube channel, tick that button so you never miss a video. I'm going to continually be doing these interviews with people who see the celebration tour along the way. So make sure you never miss a video. Until next time, everybody. Adrian, thank you. This was amazing. Don't hang up yet. We're going to end the live stream and then we'll gossip afterwards. So